in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. On the visiting sideline, there's head coach Shane Steichen. His guys took full advantage, he said, of the late season bye. They are rested, ready for the stretch run to close out the regular season. On the other side, Chiefs head coach Andy Reid. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now, hoping the home fans can help them get out of this slump.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, good move. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And this one also slow in developing, as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. You look at this Colt defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Mahomes now on the sneak. And he will have a Chiefs first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well, this defense for the Colts very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
First down. 1st and 10.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
At the 25-yard line.
Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down. First and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be second and a couple.
Second and 2 at the 8-yard line.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Here comes third down at 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. And Xavier Worthy, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And now it's blocked. And fortune is smiling on them, no doubt. That turns into a 2-point conversion. And they extend their lead. Unreal. Now after the touchdown, here's Bunker on to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. There he goes left side. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Colts. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game.
Makes the score.
So he fielded the kick at the 8 and never looked back. A great return all the way to the end zone. 92 yards all told. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. As we check out the league leaders in passing yards, you can see he's right up there among the best in the NFL at this point in the season. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Fighting him off. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He got 29 yards that time.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First down. And goal
It's all
to
pretty
go.
simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation,
they're in for the Chiefs touchdown. Kareem Hunt, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 8. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. And he returns this to the 22. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And they'll be set up in great starting field position here as that's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now Mahomes. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds his man complete. That's Brown. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through, and the lead slims to 5 now at 15-10. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And he will bring it back. An interception return from a Colts TD. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. It's good, and the lead moves now to 2. It's 17-15. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Hunt will try going up the middle. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one incomplete. I couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll look to throw. That is caught. And he will have a Chiefs first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Handoff up the middle. Hunt. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Mahomes takes it himself. And he will have a Chiefs first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Travis Kelce. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Mahomes again. Touchdown! Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are once again back in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Butker now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. He'll start with a give to Taylor. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Throwing, Jones. A short one there, caught by Warren. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
A bullet throw, but incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And the Colts first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back to throw now on first down. That's to Warren, his tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Jones gonna throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Colts! Josh Downs from 6 yards away. And the Colts have taken the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead is now 2. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, he might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Throwing now is Mahomes. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Now inside the 25. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
On 4th down, the Chiefs send out Matt Araiza to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And here comes Abdullah on the return. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. The season is going by at lightning pace. Week 12 has arrived. It's the weekend before Thanksgiving. Let's get into it. Our journey through the NFL starts now. NRG Stadium in Houston. It's the Texans at home to take on the Buffalo Bills. And it's last year's most valuable player, Josh Allen. One of his 3 touchdown passes on the night. The Bills run their mark to 8-3 as they come away with the victory. Up next, another intriguing matchup. And it's Jordan Love on target to Christian Watson. A 17-yard touchdown pass. This one is now at halftime, and it's the Packers have taken a 3-point lead to the locker room, 10-7 at the half. Lastly, let's squeeze in one more. And it's the NFL's all-time leading rusher as a quarterback, Lamar Jackson. He's going to find some open space, and he is gone. 32 yards on the touchdown run. The Ravens lead it by a touchdown at the half. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. In the game you're watching, both teams making a strong case in this one, a 2-point differential at the break, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Escapes the defender. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They go play action here on 1st down. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
1st down. 1st and 10.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
14 more yards. That's another Colts 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Off play action. Jones. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Jones finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
At the Chiefs' 24-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Here's Jones. Off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold him to 3. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll run here. Abdullah. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Amir Abdullah. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's Amir Abdullah that finishes it off with a touchdown run. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now here comes Kansas City. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
It got his man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 39.
Mahomes going to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throw left side complete. That's Brown. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Mahomes now on the sneak. And he will have the Chiefs first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now this time Mahomes will throw. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 3-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Colts offense and running back Jonathan Taylor heading back onto the field. He is the NFL's leader in rushing yards to this point in the season. And if he can replicate or even surpass the production that he had over the first half of the year, he's going to have a good chance to take home the title. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I ain't going to scan downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
10 yards to go.
Now Jones. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Shoves him aside. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood Marquez touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have retaken a third-quarter lead. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 5. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Indy set to go on offense once more. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
19-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, that offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the third quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person who just ended up in the end zone with the football, he was the one that answered the bell.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. We're back now in KC. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
And 10 yards to go.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That complete to Downs. And bulldozing his way through. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This one completes Alec Pierce. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and
Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And Taylor going to pick up the Colts first down as he'll get it down inside the 25. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
A gain of 7. And the Colts first down.
First and 10, Taylor now. And able to work his way down to the 16. 91 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. Now a second and 2. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
Brings up third and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Badgley's kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
KC's offense ready to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Man open left side is Brown.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Here now, second and 4.
Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. This will be caught once again by Brown. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop him. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. They'll run again with Hunt. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Kansas City Chiefs, first down.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And the Colts are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Looking to put a drive together. Now Jones off the play fake. That is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
That's good for a Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
That's going to be taken in by Downs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now they're in the hurry-up.
That's another Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 60.
They'll look to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. That time a 6-play drive. And it was all finished off by the Jonathan Taylor touchdown catch. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on him, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now this is where they... Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked out 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
And really a lot of guys you can highlight on this offense with how well they've played, but he's one of them. He's been spectacular so far.
I'd say he'd be the number one, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the numbers. It's, as you said, I think you said focal point. Well, that's what he's been, and that means he's created other opportunities because they've had to bring the defense to him. He's run it really well. He's caught it out of the backfield. They're trying to stop him. That means there are chances for the rest of the guys to do damage themselves.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 8.
Back to throw. Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First down. A gain of 9 yards. And the Colts first down.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Operating from the gun. Jones. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Warren.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's 3rd down.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
With career touchdown number 75.
And the Colts have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers to the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and the lead is up to 5.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 5. Just under 2 minutes to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
At the 45-yard line.
Mahomes to throw it. Pass on the out route caught by Smith-Schuster.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
2nd and 6 coming up.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
I know a lot of people won't like the drop called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Here's Mahomes. And Mahomes will do it himself. And they'll wind up
getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Second and 9.
Mahomes will throw. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just...
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Intended for Michael Pittman. Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Kansas City, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis.